Luckily, this class is only four.
There's only four?
Four. It's five.
Five.
This is actually the most I've ever had in my class.
Just me.
Just you?
Yeah, just one.
I had, in my first class, there was 5 of us. And then I had to do some reshuffling and I skipped a semester, and then when I came back there was only me and one other guy in my class. Of course, yeah, totally. Whenever I say I go to culinary school, people are like, oh, like, what do you cook? And I was like, oh, I'm a baker. Like, I do the other stuff.
Yeah.
And so people sometimes are kind of taken aback or like, kind of like, oh, like, I didn't expect that.
And if you're a baking and pastry, you're assumed to be either gay or something soft. They try to downplay your identity with it. They do associate it with gender a lot. Baking and pastries for girls, culinary is for men, or women who are tough. That's kind of the vision.
Because I don't understand the thought process about like baking is for women. I just don't see it like it's food. Food is food, and you can't really associate food to a gender.
You say baking around here to culinary, they go, oh my goodness, bakers. It is frustrating because it's a way to try to downplay and be very demising against baking and pastry students.
I feel like it's an overlooked thing, because I've definitely overlooked it, because I definitely laughed at it too, because it's a stereotype. Not harder, just different emotions. For them, it might be annoying because it doesn't apply to them and people are just constantly asking. For me, it's more like just sad. It doesn't help to fit into the description of that stereotype.
Do you find that, people expect you to be in baking and pastry compared to culinary?
Yeah, I do. Oh yeah, because I'm pretty sure they see the same thing that we see, because it's the same stereotype for them. It's that men should be in culinary while females should be in baking, or if that's the general ground.
But like an association of that, it's more of a feminine art, or women do it, and I think that might come from just societal roles that we've become accustomed to, but it's really not that. I wouldn't say that's the case at all anymore.
Possibly, because I think that some people see it as an offensive joke to be gay or feminine. Being questioned their masculinity is offensive.
I mean, I've experienced a lot of different kinds of guys in this industry, and they can range from like I'm an ex-Marine who I served 2 tours overseas, and now I like to make gum paste roses for fun on the weekend. Just experiencing just the industry in general, going out on externship, it always seems that there's men in the higher positions, but I never see anyone kind of at the ground level.
My first semester here in Fundies, I was the only man in my class, so I do think it's kind of weird that there's not a lot more women chefs in baking and pastry.
Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, baking's great. I'd fail the community if I didn't say baking was absolutely amazing, that everyone should try it at least once in their life.
Like, men, they could do anything, and for women, to have to compete to men. So people say, because since culinary is a male-dominated industry, people are saying that women should join because to compete and show that all women can do it too. So I feel like that's why people don't say men to join baking, because it's already the assumption that if a man joins they could probably do it already.
At the end of the day, what you enjoy is going to get you through this industry. As much as we get worn down, or long shifts and hard hours and people who yell at us or an angry guest or whatever, at the end of the day, as long as you're doing what you enjoy, who cares? It's your life.
Do you think administrators or see that maybe like there is definitely some harassment in pastry or women in culinary arts?
I don't think so because it's not a stereotype to the point where it involves bullying, or at least in our campus. It's just a stereotype that's just like, oh, possible true.